Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are in yet another location today because I just redid our guest bedroom again to make it work for more of an office. So don't mind this chaos. It's not done yet, but I wanted to just give you a quick update. I painted the room a shade of white to make it just brighter, and I was never a fan of the blue anyway, and then I just kind of reworked the room to be a good fit for an office and a place to make videos. So sorry we're jumping all over the place. You get to see a lot of our house this way, I guess. But today we are having some real talk. So I got my teacup. It's actually coffee though. But anyway. Today we're having some more real talk because this week has just been really emotional and I've just been exhausted, and today I just want to kind of chat about what does it even mean to live healthy? What is healthy living? What does it mean? What does it entail? And is it what we really think of it as? I think it's pretty common to just hear people talk about having a good work-life balance or just balance in general in your life. It's common for people to say exercise, live healthy, eat healthy. In more recent years, it's even common to take care of your mental health, and that's good too. But what does it really mean to live healthy? Because I see a lot of other YouTubers and people on Instagram and just society have a lot of opinions as to what it means to be healthy, but I think that it's not as simple as we like to portray it as. I think it's really important for us just to have these conversations with people that we trust and to figure out what works best for us. So for me, this is what healthy living is. I think it's a good time to talk about this, especially right now. I have a lot going on right now, but one of my stressors is going back to school. I teach first grade, if you don't know, and just the thought of trying to teach them effectively and loving them well amidst the pandemic. First grade is going to look different this year, and it just causes some anxiety for me, and that leaks into other areas in my life, and it's just kind of been rough, especially paired with the other things going on. And it's these times that I think to myself, what do I need to do to get back on track? What do I need to do to feel good again, to not be stressed, to think clearly, right? And I think obviously physical and mental health go together. I think that it's becoming much more known that that is undeniable. When something is off either in our mental health or our physical health, the other is affected. All in all, it's really, really important to take care of your mental health and your physical health. But what does that mean practically? And that's what I want to talk about today, because it's these times that I kind of just want a checklist, oh, I could try this, this, or this. And these are the things that help me feel better when I'm down or when I'm stressed or anxious or depressed or whatever. Obviously, these things are not going to work for everybody. It's up to each of us to kind of find things that work well for us. But I think that we can really learn from each other, and I would love to hear what you do when you are stressed and all these things. It's even it's self-care, self-love, but it's even a step further. It's really just cherishing our bodies and respecting them, because sometimes we treat our bodies like trash and we don't take care of ourselves, and it comes out in all sorts of bad ways. Can you see my eyes? I feel they're really far away. Oh shoot. Okay, well, something to figure out. I always do a lot of reflecting whenever Brandon and I get away for a couple of days, and we did get away last week. We went to Denver and it was super fun and relaxing, and I did just have some good time to reflect and to think and to set goals for myself. And this is always on the forefront of my mind. I'm always trying to think of how I can just respect my body better, and so that we can get along and it doesn't work against me. Specifically my brain, right? When we're not doing well mentally, it just affects everything else. I totally agree that physical health and mental health and spiritual health all go together. I once heard it described as like pieces of the pie, and you can't have the whole pie if you're missing one. So I totally agree with that, and I think that it is like a kind of a balancing act of the three, which makes a lot of sense. It's so important to just be aware of these three areas of your life and how you're doing in each. So sometimes it's really helpful for me to just evaluate myself. I do this every few months. I write out a list of things, of words that I feel like describe me. Some positive, some not positive, and then I make a list of who I want to be, and I try to match them up, see how I'm doing with my goals, and then like what to do about it. And that kind of covers all of these areas. So for the last time I did this, one of the things that I put as myself is I tend to be a little bit more of, not a pessimist, but definitely not an optimist. So that's something that I've been working on. In fact, I am waiting for a tattoo to remind me of this. Because I just think I need a reminder to just like hope for the best. And it's funny because Brandon's definitely better at that than I am. However, I like, when it comes to people, like I always see the best in people, even when it's not there. What am I doing? This is so bizarre. To find what healthy living means for you, you need to just start noticing. Listen to your body, as if I never said that before. But you need to start noticing like when you feel good, what's going on. When you feel good, what did you just do? When you feel good, what are you looking forward to? Notice what makes you feel good. That'll be a great starting point. And then from there, start like finding patterns, looking for patterns and making a plan that way. So for me, I am so much happier. I feel good. I feel like I am living healthy when things are simplified, when I have a plan for things, and when I take time to have a creative outlet. So part of the reason I started this channel was because it was a way for me to help others, but also to get my like creativity out. Because sometimes it's a struggle to do when you don't like plan to do it. So keeping this YouTube schedule has helped me like get that creativity out of me, and it just like it is good for my soul. Like I can't even describe it. So but the thing is that I notice when I'm not being creative and I'm not doing well. Another way that I choose to live healthy is by watching what I eat and being more concerned about that than how much I exercise, even though exercising is still really important and I do strive to do physical activity. Like eating is where I really notice a difference for my body, and so it's been really helpful for me to track my macros, my macronutrients. If you're not aware, that's just tracking your calories, but also your protein, carbs, and fat. Because those are the essential nutrients for your body to survive, it's good to track them and make sure that you're getting enough. It's not like about limiting what you eat. It's not about cutting things out of your diet completely. It's about making sure that your body has the fuel that it needs to keep going. So that's one way that I have been able to just like feel better. I know that my body does not react well to gluten, so I try to be gluten-free whenever possible. There are like exceptions I make. Like if I'm at Chick-fil-A, you know I'm getting a #1 classic sandwich with fried chicken. Like it's just happening. But that's a rare occasion. We don't have a Chick-fil-A by us, thankfully, and it's very rare that we go. So when I go, I treat myself, but I do notice when I eat a lot of gluten, like I had donut holes the last 2 days, it's not good. Like it affects my body, it affects my mind, it just like, it's not good. I notice like being more depressed, and I notice I'm just like bloated, and it just doesn't do me well. Exercising definitely does have a great effect on me. I always feel really good after I exercise. However, this whole pandemic thing, like I've said it a million times, but I just find it so difficult to work out at home. I cannot get like the momentum or the drive, like it is just tough. So I did start going to kickboxing a couple weeks ago, and I've really been enjoying that, and that has been a nice way to get that physical activity, but nothing too intense, but also having like a coach that pushes you, and it's not just like up to me on my living room floor watching Friends while I work out. For my spiritual health, I like to meditate, pray, read scripture. Journaling is really, really good for like spiritual and my mind, so both of those are really good options, and kind of like a mix of physical and spiritual is yoga, and that kind of fits in with both. And then for mental, it's really, really good for me to journal is one, to write down my gratitude every day, and just to like ask myself what I'm feeling, identify what I'm feeling, and like let myself feel it and then move on. Because I'm really good at pushing aside my emotions, and then they get all bottled up and they back up, and it's like when like your sewer backs up. It's just disgusting. So as I've been talking through this real talk, thanks for chatting with me by the way, like I am realizing that I'm missing some of these things, and honestly it's really good for me because I haven't been feeling well and it's been hard, and I need to bring some of these practices back into my life, and that's good. Like that's why we need to have these conversations. If you don't have a friend or someone that you can trust to talk about these things with, having like regular real talks with, find one. Like I will be that person if you need me to be. And it's just so important to not ignore what your body's telling you, and I think that naturally as humans we are really good at ignoring our body. Like I remember in biology in high school we learned that like women are more likely to not realize they're having a heart attack because we're just like busy doing and we're not listening to our bodies. And that day, literally that day in high school, that was like 10 years ago, I remember thinking like I need to listen to my body because I don't want to have like multiple heart attacks and not realize it. Like that's awful. That's not admirable, right? Like stop being a workaholic, everybody. Okay, I am like way off track. I am just like everywhere, and if you have stuck this far through, I am just so thankful for you. Thank you for being such a good viewer, and comment below to let me know how you're doing, or message me in Instagram. I would love to chat more. If you haven't yet, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you know whenever I post a video. Thank you so much for watching this rambling of real talk. Anyway, if you've stuck through this far, I really truly do love you lots. Bye.